The purpose of this video is to present a proposal on how we're going to set up company profile pages for the Dynamic Supply Chain Grant. Right now we're on the Knowledge Center, as you can see here at the top, and we've signed in because we see our names here. What we're going to do first is go to the forum. And on the forum, we're going to choose the Dynamic Supply Chain Best Practices. That's where we're currently keeping our companies. I think we're going to pull them back onto their own category once we get approval and get moving on this. In this case, Bob Shriver has reached out to B&J Incorporated and basically interviewed them, did a slight intake with them. He then launched this forum thread, and we began to talk about it, and most recently both Roy and John have joined us. From this information, we began to ask, how is it that we can begin to build the profile page? So if you go to the Planning Hub, and almost all of you will land on the NIST Grant Planning Hub, when you get there, you'll go ahead and click on Supply Chain. And then from there, potential supply chain companies. What you've done is landed on our supplier network. And on this page, in the center and the right-hand columns, we've listed most all of the companies that we've preliminarily identified who would fall in the category of agile manufacturing. With that, we've created a new page here on the left-hand column, which begins to start developing profile pages. In this case, we have developed one for B&J Machines. What we're proposing is that we have three basic columns that allow us to collect information and continue to update what we know, questions about the company, and action steps. So as someone who's monitoring this forum, this is what I pulled off from Bob Shriver. These are some of the ideas that have come out of the forum that we need to go back and check with the company, and how we're going to do it is just the action steps. So we're going to use the NIST meeting to determine how to move forward with B&J. Let's say we did, we've defined digital collaboration, and Bob has potentially gone back out to B&J. So when he comes back on here, he clicks on the GUI edit mode and then goes down and says B&J are interested in sharing their digital software capacity. So then we save that. Oops, I just want to put my name, my initials, and then I want to put the date down so that we have that on the page, and now we've updated very easily this next line. And we expect to keep this going. The purpose of this approach, what we're trying to do, is this is our second stage of mining. This is our internal information. And once we do enough of these different companies, we're going to start seeing what kinds of profile information are going to be valuable to both our larger manufacturers and to our folks who are working together conceivably in some of these smaller hubs or co-ops that we're looking at forming for agile manufacturing. So this is kind of our second step. The final step will be an updating of our Knowledge Center. And if you go back to the Knowledge Center and you look on the Digital Fab tab, the quick tab there, you can see that we have our current index of Northern Nevada manufacturing. This is available for the public. This is what's in all of the books right now. Not very useful in terms of agile manufacturing. We will gradually replace this with this new information as we begin to understand what's most effective. So that is our proposal for how we're going to set up the company pages regarding information on agile manufacturing.